time for plugs.
Plugs.
We're here with Urzila Carlson, who you can see in Kinda Pregnant on Netflix now and on her North American comedy tour starting this May. Jean Grae, whose memoir, In My Remaining Years, is out March 18th.
Go buy it. Pre-order.
And John Hodgman, co-creator and co-star of Town on Hulu, who you can also hear as the host of the Judge John Hodgman podcast. All right, let's get into our question. What is the weirdest DM you've all received?
Whoa. I mean, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty. Especially if you're a visual person, there's quite a lot. But speaking of Kinda Pregnant, because I live in New Zealand, thank you for the 3 supporters. And I got up in the middle of the night, as you do, to go to the loo, the toilet, the facilities.
I do.
And when I got back, I never touch my phone when I'm, I've got a job to do, and that is sleeping.
Yeah.
But that little voice in my head said, check your phone. And I went, I'm not checking my phone. So the 2 of us got into an argument, and it got quite personal, but then I thought, I'm wide awake now because now I'm whipped up. So I checked the phone, and there was a message like 2 minutes before that from Amy Schumer.
Oh.
I know. If anyone's going to slide into your DMs. And then she said, listen, can you act? And I went, yeah, I used to be straight, yes. And then, and then she said, I've got a role for you in a movie that I think you're going to be great at. She goes, do you want to see the script? She goes, I'm emailing you the script. I read it. I thought, it sounds just like me. And then she goes, let's get you an audition. The next morning I auditioned for it. And 2 weeks later I got the visa and I came to America and I took a job from an American.
Well done.
Good job.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I watched it last night. You're great in it. You're so funny. That's like the best way to get a job, too. All the actors watching this, it does not go that way, usually.
No.
Don't watch this going, I'll just do that. No.
Yeah. No, it was no acting required, really.
Kinda Pregnant. Go watch it. Netflix. Jean, how about you? What's the weirdest DM you've gotten?
It was actually Amy Schumer the same night. But she just DM'd me, can you stop? I was like, I don't know. I did used to get a lot of wrong texts on an old phone number I had. So in 2013, it's fine, we've got 3 hours for this. There was a woman named Nathalie with an H. Nathalie.
Okay.
I know, I kind of said it like the H was at the beginning, which is also very confusing. Who started texting me, and it was clearly a foreign number.
Yeah.
And she thought that I was a man named Stuart.
Sure.
And so she would text me like after they'd hung out or like invite me to dinner. And so I kept this conversation going for about 3 or 4 years.
Wait. So
Yes.
this is a real guy that she was seeing regularly?
No, they were just friends.
Oh, okay.
And she'd be like, hey, tonight was like amazing at the restaurant. I was like, except that part. Remember when you dropped all that lamb on the floor? That was crazy. And she'd be like, Stuart, you're the best. So I kept doing all of these, and then like a couple years later, we were on a cruise.
Me and Jean.
Yeah.
On a cruise.
On a cruise?
Yeah.
And
For fun?
a work cruise.
Okay, I was about to say.
A comedy cruise. And
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
and I asked Paul F. Tompkins.
The very famous comedian.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he would read all of these texts out loud with me for my set.
Yeah, Jean didn't ask me. I was there.
No, I didn't. And I've since changed my number, but like I think about Nathalie a lot.
Oh,
A lot.
And now I'm just picturing Paul F. Tompkins texting you. Hodgman, how about you?
thanks for asking, Taylor.
You're so welcome.
You know, I'm an elderly person, so I don't get DMs, I get uninvited phone calls. And as an elderly person, like your mom or dad, I answered them. And one day I was standing in my bathroom, the phone rang, and I picked it up. I didn't recognize the number. And I was like, hello? It's like, hey, is this John Hodgman? I'm like, yes. Well, this is Donnie in Winnipeg. I'll allow it. Go ahead. He said, yeah, I'm Neil Young's manager, the famous musical recording artist, Neil Young. Yeah. He says, yeah, we're about to go on stage here in Winnipeg, but Neil wants to talk to you. And this I did not see coming. And Neil Young got on the line. Now, I'm not going to, Neil Young is a legend, and I'm not going to do an imitation of Neil Young's voice. Hey, is that John Hodgman? That's all I do. You know what I'm saying. But Neil Young, because I respect him. Neil Young gets on the phone. Is this John Hodgman? I'm like, yes. He goes, yeah, hey, I'm a really big fan. And I'm like, mm-hmm. Because the truth is, I like Neil Young fine. Like, I respect that legendary artist and an incredible singer-songwriter, but it's just not, it's like...
And you're not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to Neil Young.
Yeah, no.
He explains that he's gonna launch a new music streaming service. He's very into high-quality streaming music, and he's got this idea for a YouTube promotion, and would I be a part of it? And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. He says, well, I just loved what a great job you did for filling in for Jon Stewart on The Daily Show that time. And I was like, oh, Neil Young. You're thinking of John Oliver. Because I was also on the show a little bit, but I'm not. And I had to say this to Neil Young. I was like, you've made a mistake. And there's this long pause.
How long?
5 days. But then Neil Young recovered. He's like, yeah, I'm a big fan of yours too. And I'll say this, Neil Young is a legendary musician. He's not a comedian, but he committed to the bit. Yeah. Because I was in touch with his people for about 5 months about this.
Really?
Like, he was like, you're all in on this now. John, what's the last name again? Hodgman? Yes, you're the one I want.
Hodgman, yes. When we come back, we're doing an old school spelling bee, kinda. Stick around.